Hello everyone, this is Ciantier, and I'm going to start playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So a couple of things. First of all, I am recording this on the 20th, so for this first play session, just a couple days after the games come out. However, because I have a backlog, this will show up a couple weeks later, so that's just kind of how it needs to be. I really like this painterly background, by the way. The other thing is, I was a backer of this game, so I'm excited to see what they've done with it. I'm certainly excited about it. I'm... Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, I see what that is. And then this is configuration stuff. I think volume levels are probably okay. I just want to see if there's anything... Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and start. Ooh. Interesting. Sorry, I'm listening to the music. I've heard this theme a lot from, especially that opening musical thing from Kickstarter updates. So this is a very different song, so it's interesting switching to it. I'm just kind of enjoying listening to it. Well, let's get going. Yes, Miriam. Sure, that's fine. Normal is good, thanks. You can continue firing after running out of ammo, but you'll be switched to weaker bullets. Okay, that makes sense. Sometimes when you visit the shop, you'll receive hints about how to proceed. Always useful.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass. But not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demon blood. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jebel, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years had passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Okay, I am going to want to tweak some of the audio levels. In particular, I want to get voices louder. That moon is nice and bright, though, that's for sure.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
They have lip syncing, of course they do, but still.
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Gebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
Huh, I wonder why the word "my" didn't render there.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Okay. Options. Volume. Okay, I'm gonna raise master volume a couple notches, but lower music. Ambient sound a little bit, sound effects a bit, and leave voices there. Just see how that is. Okay, so let's. This chest? Which chest are you talking? Oh, this chest. Haha. Yeah, equipment. Okay, the item can be equipped by selecting it from the item list. Okay. So that's her headpiece. Oh, she has a favorite scarf. That's nice. Bunch of resistances. Do I have... This is an interesting question. Okay, I don't have any sort of thing to allow me to be able to go and identify exactly what those types are. It looks like slashing, piercing, blunt / striking, whatever you want to call it. Fire, ice, electric. I'm going left to right, top to bottom. I'm not sure what that fourth one down under the resist is, though. That's a strange swirl. Light, poison, death. I don't know. I'm going to have to... That might be dark and then light. Good condition, though.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
Ooh, it's to fight this Squid Man. Okay. Shard, a crystallized form of demon power. It cannot be handled by an ordinary human being. Johannes, or Johannes as I want to call him, is looking rather frightened over there. Conjure Shard. Press Y to trigger a projectile magic. It consumes MP. Cerulean Splash. Launch a bouncing ball of water at enemies.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone. And I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it.
Well, let's hope you can help it.
Just promise you won't push yourself.
How did they get inside?
Well, I don't know, but they broke through the wall over there, so that seems like a good guess.
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Okay, so that's jump. Projectile. Okay, an MP does regenerate over time. Candles can drop a mana rose. When destroyed, a mana rose is a magical rose that slightly replenishes MP. Oh, not those candles. Oh, those candles. I see. Of course. Of course this is a game about destroying candles. Galleon Minerva. Ooh, Archives Demons. Oh, that's... Okay, so back is the map. Archives Demons. Mort. A lesser demon that must draw form and sentience from other sources. Ooh, and I get its stats. I'm assuming that means it's strong again. The blue is strong and the red is weak. I think? Sema. A pelagic multiped that occasionally leaves the sea to torment the land. Weak to... Okay, I assume that's weak to lightning and resistance to ice, and then whatever the bottom one is. They have a 3% drop rate of Cerulean Splash. That's cool that they give you the percentages. Okay, and then there's a lot of informational stuff here. Okay, and so those probably deal striking damage, and this probably deals piercing damage. Okay, that makes sense. Magical bullets that never deplete, however, they're quite weak. Okay. Hair accessory that resembles ram horns, Miriam's favorite. Gives her 1 defense. And her favorite scarf. And then... Okay, that tells you how to get it. Rank increases the duration. Okay, I don't know what rank means yet. We have different categories of shards. Alchemy notes. Okay, so this is a recipe for making these items. Good old panaceas. Only such a thing could exist in real life. Ooh, I can make dark matter. Or just like rice balls. What is that? Unigiri? I'm not an expert on that. Oh, pizza. And here's pizza dough. Huh, this seems to have quite a robust crafting system. I mean, yeah, that is how you make gunpowder. Mercury and dark matter. Interesting. Oh, this is a bronze sword. Iron and bronze is an interesting mixture. Okay, so you use gunpowder and other materials to make bullets. That's interesting. Makes sense, though. I'm guessing a lot of these are... I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Okay, and then there's a bunch of shard-related things. Compendium. Oh, we have a ton of info here. Oh, okay, here's where they have the element. Okay. So a lot of my guesses were right. That's curse and then stone. And then that is dark. Alright. So I guess they had pretty good icons if I was able to figure out like most of them by just kind of conjecture. A shardbinder who's lived for 18 years and been frozen in time for another 10. She was taken as a child by the Alchemy Guild and implanted with a crystal that lets her wield demonic powers. Miriam was to be sacrificed in the great demon summoning, but fell into a deep sleep and was spared. Now she has awoken to the news that Jebel, a man she loves like a brother, may have opened the gates of hell once again. I want to call him Gerbil. Johannes, a former member of the Alchemy Guild. Unaware of the organization's darker plans, he befriended Miriam and Jebel, who were close in age. After the guild's demise, Johannes, excuse me, I really want to call him Johannes, allied himself with Dominique and the Church, using his skills as an alchemist to learn more about the shards and predict when Miriam would wake. Together, they have vowed to go to Jebel's castle and put a stop to his plans. He's 33. There's the elements, shards, condensed demonic power in crystal form. No ordinary human can wield shards. They must be assimilated into the body by individuals known as shard binders. Sometimes, when a demon is destroyed in the human world, its residual power will crystallize into shard form. And then a shard binder is a term for people that the Alchemy Guild implanted with special crystal that binds with demonic power. The crystal infests the human body and, left unchecked, will corrupt it entirely. Johannes has found a way to temporarily halt Miriam's corruption, but he cannot reverse it. The Alchemy Guild sacrificed most of the shard binders, using their demonic connection to open the gates of hell. The Alchemy Guild, also known as Spiritus Aureum, so like the Golden Spirits or something? I'm not entirely sure. The guild once possessed great influence over the aristocracy, but their power began to wane at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Desperate, the guild's top members called forth a horde of demons to prove the need for their existence. The Hellhold, the castle Miriam is exploring, was summoned into the same space occupied by the former Alchemy Guild, and thus shares many of its features. Interesting. That seems like a useful detail to be aware of. Demons, the 72 demons of Solomon, and the other creatures of hell that attend them. Okay. Conjure shards, press the Y button to expend MP and use your conjure shard. Generally, conjure shards are attacks. Grade. A shard's grade indicates its power or effect. Each duplicate shard you collect increases that shard's grade up to a maximum of 9. Okay. You can increase a shard's rank by enhancing it alchemically. Increasing a passive shard's rank to 9 will convert it into a skill shard. And then mana roses. A purple glowing rose that can be found by breaking candle holders and sconces. Pick it up to regain a little MP. Okay, and then everything here is split into subcategories. And then I have some personal data. Techniques, I don't have any. And a journal, which is empty. Okay. Hopefully people don't mind the fact that I decided to go through all of that information, but I was curious. I do not currently have a wall jump. Yes, let's start. Yeah, inventory. Medicine for restoring a small amount of health. What does a small amount mean? I don't know how important it is to break these for.
Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
There's certain doors that are opened by holding Miriam's arm in front of it. Tilt. Okay, I see. So this is just like... That's a really nice 360-degree animation. Yeah, that's really nice. Stuff is happening. Woo! Oh, I got a new shard. Gale Crawler, create a shockwave that travels across the ground and rips enemies apart. Ooh, I got apples. Alright, I have this. Interesting, this water behaves like a fireball from Mario in terms of its bounce along the ground. Okay. I wonder if this would be... Yes, I know. So, what I want to do is... how do I phrase this? I want to adjust the spacing... Oh, yeah, sure. That makes sense. I want to... ooh, that's useful for making food. I want to be able to adjust the spacing for the vertical... I'm going down here. Okay, so I should equip that. For the control stick, cool, and it would raise my defense a little bit. What's this? For my studies, I have found the existence of the following attributes. Okay. Okay. Okay, sure, that works. So I like the very interesting design. I like the flowers. So the amount down that you have to push on the stick before it starts registering it as pushing down is a little... I want it to have to be more. I want it to have to be more straight down for the control stick. Oh, hi. Directional shard. Aim with that and then press RT to activate. Okay. Flame cannon launches fireball in the designated direction. I see. That lets me blow this open. Okay. Okay, that's not something I can stand on. I am wanting to go back this direction because I can see on the map that I missed a chest. But yeah, it doesn't take very much down on the stick to go into a crouch. So I probably should just generally try to push the stick a little bit towards up to avoid that issue. Okay, those guys are super weak. But it means that if I'm not careful, it's very easy to get crouched instead of run. Yeah, you can't see those on the controller, but it's very minimal amount. So it's just one of those things when you're designing a game to be aware of is how much left and right is required to... Oh, he was not as challenging as I was expecting him to be. Of how much you need to push on those sorts of things to do that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I want to go through here. Okay, and that's marking the save room as red. I see. I want to go into the archives. So that guy is super weak. A mort that has possessed a cannon and gained the ability to hurl fire. Okay, so it's a variant on this guy. The Alo, well, right stick does rotate the model. Pretty cool looking. Gale Crawler. Weak to piercing. And fire, strong against stone. Drops tomatoes. Level 5, 44 HP. Okay, so this tells me the HP. Yeah, okay, so those guys are pretty weak. Dula Hammer. Weak to... Okay, that makes sense. He does have a shard, but I don't know what it is because I didn't get a drop. So I can have Gale Crawler instead. This costs more MP. I'm curious how it feels, though. I'm not sure what the condition means. Oh, that's probably for, like, status effects, like being poisoned and stuff like that. That's probably what that is. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and continue on. What did I even open from that chest? I was not paying close attention because the enemy was fighting me. Oh, this was a good spot to come. Musketoon. A gun can be shot by equipping a consumable bullet. When you run out of the type of bullet that was equipped, the bullet replaced with a much weaker infinite bullet. Yes, okay. So... Okay, so I can equip Musketoon and go for the SP rounds. Okay, which deal soft point rounds with no penetrative capability. Okay. Okay, so that's definitely not preferable to keep up all the time just because that is... And how do I do the... I'm not sure what suspend does. I know that there is a an equipment sets thing, and I don't know how that's set up. Perhaps they will tell me later. For now, actually, I want to try out the knife. I don't want to waste ammo. Oh, level up. That's nice. I like the breaking lantern animation. I don't know what the random hitching is about. That's on my end, by the way, not yours. Ow. Ooh, a critical hit. Bronze, cotton sugar. Oh, that guy dropped money for me. How kind of him. Okay. I see you over there. I need to remember I have this backstep. Yeah. Okay. We have a problem, Houston. It's that our ship is leaking. Ooh. Chests. Oh, Galleon map. Yep. Okay, so that's a crosshair in the middle, not just some random thing. Oh, that's cool. They have, yeah, let's zoom in here. They have some dots for where you've just been. Okay, you can center it on your position. Minimap editor. Oh. That's cool. Let's try the other shard. I would have to check, but I do not have enough MP. There we go. Yeah, these guys are way more vulnerable to that. Take that, cannon mort. Oh, short sword. What does our short sword look like? Okay, so it's got more attack. It's favored by soldiers, apparently. It's a bit slower. But it's got more reach, which is... Or at least it feels like it does, which is nice. Let's see. Aha! I smacked one of them. You can angle it down, which is nice. Okay. I want to try to get... Okay, I feel like either I need to go this way or I'm missing something. This does not feel like a level I would come back to, so yeah. Okay, so that's more SP rounds. Some cotton. Crafting materials are good for just like rewards because they allow the player to be able to get the reward that they want, and B, you can still reward them by giving them I decapitated him. Fascinating. You still reward the player by giving them something useful. Yeah, I kind of suspected this might be the case. Something that allows them to be able to get the reward they want, and it gives you a lot of versatility and stuff that way. So crafting systems have a lot of benefits, although making them satisfactory can be challenging because it's really easy to overdo it with crafting systems where you make them more complicated than is useful. And it's also easy to... Okay, does the tattered scarf have... Oh. Okay, so that's one defense. It's one defense and one mind. But yeah, it's easy to make crafting systems like cumbersome and grindy and stuff. So yeah, those guys are nice to defeat that way. Sea urchin. The game definitely feels a little bit better to play with the stick than the D-pad, because I'm using a wired 360 controller. What? And the 360 controller has, I think we can all agree, a little bit of an underwhelming D-pad. What? Come down here. Oh, I leveled up. I also got a writhing limb. What fun. Oh, cool. Another cerulean splash. That should make it stronger. Alright. I want your loot. I want your writhing limbs. It's possible that the Galleon will get, like, docked somewhere and I'll be able to revisit it for stuff. Oh, Claymore. So I imagine that's a longer weapon. A common two-handed greatsword. Probably, for anybody else who also watches Shadowversity, probably not actually a greatsword. Maybe actually a greatsword. That's quite large. Got some serious reach is what it's got. Okay. So that's created a shortcut. So that's interesting. It's nice. Yeah, I want to go over here and hit up the save station. Not sure how long to make these episodes, because I do want to play a good bit of this game. It definitely, I'm going to get through this more slowly than somebody just kind of playing on their own. Just because I will, like, the recording process does take time. Actually, I kind of want to go... I couldn't quite jump up that high. Let's just press on for now. Oh. Huh. B allows you to be able to place markers. I hit it by accident. Here we go. Now I know. Ow. Those guys look more intimidating than they actually are dangerous. Okay, so what am I supposed to do with this box? Oh, just push it into position so I can get this chest, I guess. Ah, I got the whip. Ooh, this chest is red and full of money. Be a shame if you missed that one, that's for sure. Ooh, another Gale Crawler. They have done a good job of signifying when stuff can be obtained. Okay, well... Doesn't... Ow. Never mind you. Oh, that's probably letting me know that's like a boss door or something. I don't think those rats are actually dangerous. Wow, they're making sure you're loaded if you're paying attention. Okay, yeah, this is what I was looking for. Okay, let's go see how this boss fight is. Yeah, I definitely would like to see just... I don't know when it'll happen, but I would definitely like to see an update to... Or at least the ability to control the vertical detection on the stick, so that way it kicks in at a... it requires a greater value to kick in. I definitely think they have that threshold set a little too low.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right.
Do you earn rights, or are they given to you? Interesting philosophical question. Discuss in the comments.
Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken, convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Ooh. That's some fun voice effects.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
When can I get that dodge move? Ow. Ouch. Ow. Oh, that's cool. That's very kelpy. No, not that one. Inventory. Potion. Okay, it indicates on the menu. Ooh, more writhing limbs. Okay, hopefully that's sufficient. What's interesting to me about this too is that the parts of her that are flashing as being damaged. Yeah, you do have air control in this game as opposed to Curse of the Moon. Are her seaweed. Ah, still got a hit off. Ow. Oh yeah, I am done for. That's okay. That's why we have loading zones. Probably should No. Shards. I'm gonna switch to Gale Crawler here. That might be...
So, Sleeping Beauty. Come, Gregory.
easy enough to skip stuff you've already seen. Yeah. Wait, what was the 12 hit? Now, there's an argument for testing out different weapons to see if she's weak to specific elements. Oh, her head seems to be more vulnerable than her weird womb face? I don't know what to call this. Although I am... Ow. Oh, there we go. Cool. Got there. Thrashing Tentacle. Attack foes with one of Veper's tentacles.
I saw it. Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Bloodstained.
Okay. Is this the black screen of loading? I mean, I'm getting 60 frames per second. It says that in the upper right-hand corner. Ah, there's the...
We're here.
Barely by the looks of things.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
That sounds like a fantastic plan. Okay. Okay, so you can actually get back onto the ship by going this direction. Ah. Well, this seems like an excellent spot to go ahead and call the first episode. So until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.